That's What He Said with Cedric D. Sanders.
100% real, raw, and uncut. Deadass.
Hello, my name is Cedric, and along with my beautiful wife, Connie, we'll be hosting my brand new podcast, That's What I Said. I'm a retired Navy veteran that suffers from PTSD and anxiety, and we'll discuss how I cope with the mental illness through comedy and discussion. It's a podcast that will talk about everything from cryptocurrency to comedy. If we're worrying about the dollar going up and down, up and down, up and down, and it's still a dollar, guess what? The value of that means absolutely nothing. Cryptocurrency in itself is the future of money. From spirituality to cannabis. To have cannabis on the Schedule 1 list is bullshit. I'm sorry, it is. It makes absolutely no sense. If it's a seed that can be planted and it has healing properties in it, why the hell is it in Schedule 1? Last time I checked, cocaine don't have healing property in it. From interracial relationships, I don't have a problem with people talking about interracial relationships. People try to talk bad about my interracial relationship just to think that they can get under my skin. I mean, really, it don't bother me. I mean, let's not make, call a spade a spade. But if you have a problem with someone that's in love, it shouldn't matter the race of the person. It's mental illness in our community. The problem is people want to put labels on it. Everybody wants to put color on everything. And as soon as you put color on it, it gets treated differently. The money gets treated funny. Because if it's dealing with Asians, guess what? It's going to take a longer process unless those leaders step up and get into the president's face or U.S. leaders' face and say, this is a problem in our community. Not leaving one topic unturned. If you want to hear real, authentic conversation, interviews, and comedy, please take time to listen to That's What I Said, because I said what I said.
Giving you 100% authentic, real, raw, unapologetic truth with no filter. Listen to That's What I Said. Available on your favorite podcast platform.
Y'all know what time it is. Turn up. That's what I said.
Welcome to another episode of That's What I Said with your host, Cedric Sanders. Giving you 100% authentic, real, raw, unapologetic truth with no filter. The broadcast starts now.
What's good? We back. Another week. That means we live. Doing That's What I Said podcast. What's good, babe?
What's good? Thanks for tapping in and tuning in with us for another episode.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a different atmosphere.
I was just about to say, this one I think is going to hit folks a little different.
I think so.
Thinking.
I think so.
Thinking.
I think so. So for those that don't follow me and catching this for the first time, what's good? I did post what the topic's going to be, and I'm going to try to get better at doing that and try to get it out there earlier. Banks, what's it? What is going on, my brother? Mr. Banks is in the building.
What's good, bro?
So tonight I'm talking about finding your passion and turning it into profit. Now, a lot of times, we get told that, sometimes you're reaching too far with your dreams, or, your dreams are, just not attainable. And I can say this is kind of like a passion for me and Connie because, I don't know. It's not even about just the transparency piece of it. It actually kind of just opens the door to free will. What do I mean by that? I know for probably the last 5 or 6 years, I've been wanting to have my own space where I can talk freely and do whatever the hell I wanted to do. And it took a lot for me to even get to that point because it was just, fantasy. I mean, just jibber jabber in the garage with Connie at the time, just jibber jabber. And it's like always been a passion of mine to just be able to bring a unique vision or a unique conversation, but a real conversation. Those conversations that people will have just for views, but really don't even have a knowledge or a passion for. They just doing it to be trending or just doing it to be, you know, popular. But when someone has a passion for something, when someone has a deep-seated passion for something, you know, they create their own style, they create their own lane, and then in a unique way become popular because of that uniqueness. Not because of just, you know, being the next thing trending.
Right, exactly.
It's being original and being the next thing trending because you're original and people can vibe with you because you're not trying to be
everybody else.
Yeah, you ain't trying to be everybody else. I mean, everybody has their likes and dislikes with people, but shit, why the hell do you want to be like them?
Right.
They got successful for being original and being in their lane. Stop trying to copycat.
Be you.
There's people out here, and I'm gonna try not to be an asshole, but let me sip my water first because there's times when I can just, you know, come right out of left field and just be an asshole, just right off. I mean, how in the ass audacity do I just even do that beginning of the podcast? Just right off rip. Right off rip, I'm ready to just be an asshole.
Shots fired.
Right. Shit, I need that button real quick. Fuck.
Bruh.
So I'm trying to, like I said, not be an asshole, but I'm going to say this. Most times people that hate on you is the least competition you need to worry about. The very people that hate on you is the least competition you need to worry about. This is why. They too busy trying to impress you. You've already impressed them.
Yeah, because they're trying to emulate what you got going on.
It's not even that they're doing that. They're trying so hard to just fit in and use you as the creative or the ideal maker or, you know, the records keeper, whatever it is that you're great at. That person will stand next to you and try to learn as much as possible from you just so that they could try to create something that is not even originally their idea. It's like they want to hotbox a conversation and literally capture what's important that's going to help them be successful, and then they're going to go on their way. I am completely not even baffled right now that Alexa is pissed off right now talking about she's not connected to the internet when literally I played jazz on that thing like not even a day ago.
I was just going to say that.
So,
Wild.
Anyway, I find it hella strange that there are people out here that are not even lined up with you on any spectrum, and you may consider this person a great friend and they consider you a great friend, and y'all do shit together, whatever. But when you have something creatively happen, are they the first ones in your corner or the last ones to show up? Or are they somewhere in the middle and it's always an excuse? See, we have to get away from these distractions because a lot of times when we don't understand the very fact that I have an idea or I have a dream or I have something that I've been trying to create, and all I have is just all these pieces of paper because I wrote it down and I think it's going to work. But at the same time, you get distracted by all the negativity around you. And the positive people that you would think that would be in your corner, they're not.
Right.
Most broke people want broke people to stay broke around them. Because if you get a little bit of money, guess who else you got? Who got a little bit of money?
They coming at you. Hey, bro.
No, that's just how some broke people are. And I'm not trying to say broke as financial. I'm just saying broke-in people. We can say it in that terminology. I don't want people to think I'm just talking about financial, because really I'm not talking just financial. I'm just talking about people in general. Some people are just broken. And to always be around somebody that's got the good shit going for them, that makes that person upset.
Yeah.
And it's like, why are you continuously having this type of energy around you when all you are is expressing how great things are going and hopes that it would motivate them people, but really you got some jealous ass friends because they want you to be broken, miserable just like them.
Yeah. They don't want to see you succeed.
Broken people can sometimes break people. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could be so broken that you force a good person out of your life all because you don't know how to deal with your own shit. And why is that so important? Because if you are, you know, if you have this ability to just pursue your passions, it's like, it's a big weight lifted off your shoulders, because guess what? You're not worried too much about anybody around you.
Right. Because you're focused on you and
Right.
what your goal or what your passion is, and you're just striving for the best all the time.
Mm-hmm. And that's true, Banks, because sometimes, you know, you have friends that don't even live next to you. You just, you know, they live a distance. Yeah, exactly. You got them temp friends that treat you like a temp service. You know, it's how they can benefit off of you for a short period of time. And then when they feel like they've gotten what they needed, they just the fuck appear.
Yep. Sure do.
You know, it's like, hey, yo, you know, I know we cool and everything, but hey, I'm in a bind right now, you know, and, you know, I'm trying to get this job. I mean, it could be whatever, you know what I'm saying? And it could be about money. It could be about borrowing something. It could be about whatever.
Yep.
And you give that and they're gone.
Yep.
And the only reason why they're taking is because they automatically mentally put in their mind that you can replace it. And it's, you know, absolutely. It's, you take it for granted. It's like you taking your friends for granted, you're taking people for granted, and you're not realizing that those people are the ones that can help you get your mind on the right track, because they might have something, what they're creating, that can help you get out of whatever situation you're in, but you're not patient enough. You would just rather be, you know, a temporary friend and get what you can off of people, and then when you're done. You just, you know, you basically bunny hopping friendships.
Yeah.
You just bunny hopping situations. You know, you're not able to actually be thankful for people that allow you to just be creative. People just don't know how to even get to that part. You know, they never was given the opportunity to be creative. I mean, I'm going to say this. Let me ask this question. Why is money always something people need and want? I'm going to answer this. I'll read the question again. Why is money always something people need and want? And I'll throw something else out there, actually. And want more of it. Need more of it. What's your answer, babe? What you think?
So people always want money because they want to purchase things. They want to, you know, buy that nice gift for someone or whatever, you know, do a good deed, you know, give back.
That's not always true.
No, it's not always true.
No, think about the fact of why is money always something people need and or want more of it? Why is that?
They need it to get back and forth to their job.
No, you're thinking too complicated, babe. Like, you're thinking too complicated. It's a general question. I'm going to give you this general answer. The reason why is because we've been systematically programmed to work for it and not create it. There should never be a disparity in this question. Or are you overthinking? Or just going to just come up with an answer that sounds good, that may sound appealing to people? Because money is one of those conversations that people are very comfortable to have uncomfortable conversations about. They can have an uncomfortable conversation about their money, especially when they already know that they shitty with it. Or it's an uncomfortable conversation because this person can't keep money because of too many responsibilities and they just need some help trying to navigate how to move some money around so that they're not living paycheck to paycheck. Because some people just need a barometer check. Or no, it's not a barometer check. They need a temperature check. That's what it is. Sorry, I said barometer. They need a temperature check. And some people need a temperature check on their finances. And stop feeling like this is all I can get. You got to remember, they systematically put us in the position to where we feel like we have to work for a living. And then some people were like, well, isn't that how it's supposed? That's how money's made? Is this? No, that's how it was taught to you. That's how the system taught it to you. And then people will say, well, what if there wasn't schools and stuff like that? We all be stupid. No, you would be able to think. That's what they did not want to create, is a nation of thinkers. They didn't want to create a country of thinkers.
Wow.
They wanted to build a country of shut up and go to work. And now they have it so jacked up to where people can't even find jobs because there's not enough jobs out there for them. Because businesses, it costs too much for these businesses to run, to create the said services that need to be created. Because we got wackadoodles that like to come to work and be sexually harassing their fucking employees. And having all these damn, worldly affairs that people want to, worldly affairs. And it's like, we are programmed to put ourselves in situations to where we're stressed out about how we're going to get the next paycheck, because guess what? You pay people before you even get their money.
Yeah.
So why go through the confusing tackle?
You so right about that comment right there. It's like, for real, because your bills, you already have them scheduled to be paid before your direct deposit hits your account.
That's all a systematic program. I got to have good credit. I got to see people. See, damn it. See, y'all making me do this. Y'all making me do this.
Welcome to the rabbit hole.
Welcome to the motherfucking rabbit hole. So let's take this trip. Let's take this trip to this, the fact that the way that we go to school today is a program. The way you are educated to get a diploma so that the outside world knows that you got the basic skills to be in the workforce, because that's exactly what the shit is. You're in training for 13 years. Let's not get it twisted. You get indoctrinated if you go to preschool, and if you don't, you go straight to kindergarten. Trust me, I went to school back when preschool was just a figment of imagination. Now it's required. And then even if you go into like a daycare, they say it's pre-K.
Yeah, I was just going to say it's basically preschool.
Come on, y'all. They did this. Man, Rockefeller, I swear, he's a genius. He was rich because he did not want thinkers. He wanted workers. When you create an industry that is going to provide jobs for people to make money, to live in a basic ass house in a basic ass neighborhood with basic ass bills and with basic ass responsibilities, you are just going to be the basic people in that section of town that they provide housing for, so you can afford to buy it. But see, people don't have the responsibility to take a noticeable thing that happened just by them going to school. It took your passion away. because you had to be there. Regardless if you did good in school or not. Regardless if you like school or not. We all should never have been there. There should have been opportunities that the state provides you and pays for you to go to school at your home so that you can understand and learn what the basics are. And the basics to me is how your parents are raising you. You can't put all of these responsibilities on people as soon as they graduate high school. And some of them just don't have the mental to get the basic knowledge to be successful. So we don't even create programs that's going to help them out. No, we just put them through academic skills to where now your child gets tested to see what reading grade level they are. Now they have reading grade levels. Now that they didn't have them when I was in school, but I want y'all to see how systematically programmed we all are. They took the time to make sure, to make sure what level of reading you are reading at your current level of, whatever grade you're in school. How the hell is somebody going to tell me what reading level I'm on based on some calculations and some trial and error and some understanding by books and how they put together? This is a 3rd grade level book.
Yeah.
Am I smarter than a 5th grader? Why the fuck does a 5th grader need to know what the capital or what the damn what's the the capital and the what's the city called? The capital city or the whatever, you know what I'm talking about.
The capital of that particular
the capital
state.
of that particular town, city, whatever, state. Why the fuck do we need to know that shit? Because legislation is held there?
Man, and you had to know the capital for every 50, for all 50 states. You had to know the capital. And they had to memorize that shit because they got tested on it.
I'm going to tell you right now, when I went into the military, I didn't need to know none of that shit.
Yeah, me neither.
Not saying that, that's the direction that we all should go is join the military. No, I did it by choice because I wanted to serve and protect the country I thought gave a shit about me. Yeah, you can rewind it back and listen to everything I fucking said, thought. Not going to get in that conversation. But help me gather my point. My point is, if we are systematically programmed to just work, not create, work for somebody else, to pay somebody else's bills before you can pay yours, that you have to create. So you have food, shelter, and responsibilities to your life ones that you have brought on this planet. And even if you have not, you have a life one with yourself. So you would want to put yourself in an environment that you feel secure so that you can enjoy the labors of your fucking jobs. Correct? Right or wrong?
No, you're right. You want to be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor.
So why not? Why come we can't create these things through the passions that we have within us to be able to do that same exact thing? Because people don't support each other, right?
Right. And it's funny. It's funny you bring up that portion about people not supporting each other, because I know for yourself and myself, that's one thing that we are very passionate about, is supporting each other, our friends in their endeavors and what they do. We're very supportive people, period.
Right. And I mean, I can give a list of successful entrepreneurs, but I'm not going to do that. I mean, I can if I want to. I mean, we can talk about, what was my research? We could talk about the founder of Spanx, Sarah Blakely.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't even realize what she started that business doing. I mean, how she started and why she created what she created. So she basically started her business because she couldn't find the right undergarments to wear under her white pants.
Wow. Yeah,
she loved her white pants, but she knew that
see through and
right. Mm-hmm. So I want to wear something that is going to complement my body, but at the same time, I can wear these pants.
Yeah, and it's comfortable.
Spanx, y'all. Just like that. She wanted to wear them white pants, and that's a passion of hers. She must love white pants.
Right.
But some people mistake passion for hustle. Come on now. Come on. See, a hustle is not something that okay, let me say this. Just because somebody teaches you something and they said something that they teach you is to help you or enhance you, why do people choose to hustle other people's money because of the new said knowledge that they acquired? What I don't understand is
they want to utilize it to their own benefit.
Well, I mean, yeah, that there. Exactly. Go to the passion that you have because the bag is there. You just been running from it. I'm going to put it to you like this. If you know that there's something that you keep running back to and it brings you healing, it brings you into a more creative space, that's your entry. That's your entry. If it's bringing you to something, that something is your passion. However, if you're going to do something, but you love creating this or doing whatever it is that kind of leads you into a more creative fashion, whatever that lead is might be your passion. Because some people need to be led into something.
Yeah. It's
like if you can't go into a systematic cycle of just sitting down and knowing who you are, know what your passion is, know how you can create and what gets you in the creative mood. Like when I'm not gonna lie, just before I go on my podcast, I'll play a song. Don't get it twisted. I'm gonna play a song. And I don't know if y'all have heard this song in particular, but
what's good, sis? Lisa in the building.
What's good, Lisa in the building? Ooh, ooh, ooh. I played this Jack Harlow song, and I played it in the reel because I actually liked the the first part of it. Really.
Thanks.
So, what did he say?
He said you bumping that Mr. Banks,
bruh. I'm always bumping some Mr. Banks in the car while you bullshitting. I can't find it, so I ain't gonna waste your time. But it's a Jack Harlow song, and I really liked it. But check my reels out. It's on Facebook and Instagram. Lisa's at the building. Yeah, I see you trying to be funny, Mr. Banks. You ain't funny. You ain't funny, bro. I actually do got some Banks in
Banks music is in the rotation.
Yeah, it's in the rotation. I love you too, bro. It's in the rotation. So so what I was getting at was because sometimes we get into this mindset of not realizing your current situation is not built on success. You led to that. You wanted to go to college because you have a passion for something. You wanted to be able to become something because if they were going to put you to work, you were going to maximize that effort that they're going to put you to work. So your family allowed you to do this and they wanted you to do this and be successful and do great in school. And then they, pay your way through college. See, we were set up to go into these institutions. And why do you think these higher level institutions cost money?
Boy, and they cost big money.
Rockefeller was pimping y'all. Where am I? Okay.
What?
Rockefeller was pimping y'all. He had everybody believing that, okay, if you go to college, get a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, and blah, 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 you will be sought out in these organizations to not only lead, but to help create whatever it is that we're creating.
Yep.
And people wanted to save lives and be doctors and nurses, healthcare professionals, dentists, veterinarians.
Yep.
It's like people want to become lawyers. People wanted to, become marketing experts. People wanted to become accountants, teachers, lawyers, all these different things, all because they gave you a pot to look in to create.
Yeah.
While we got these other people out here that's never been to college, never had a higher, degree of learning, but through experience have put them in some great positions so that they can live comfortably in this world.
Yeah. Successful as hell.
But guess what?
Some of them are successful as hell.
Some of them are, don't get it twisted. Some of them are successful as hell. I can play devil's advocate like nobody's business, but I can tell you reality and play devil's advocate. If you know how to play the game, because that's exactly what this is. I'm sorry. Newsflash. Work was not meant for everybody to be doing. Work was like the secondary situation if the passion thing wasn't working out. If you were able to create, I guarantee you this world would have so many different entrepreneurs, so many different successful people, because you would not hear about competition because everybody wanted to see you be successful. It's like we wouldn't have a reason to fight each other because we are all seeing each other be successful.
I was just about to say, watching everybody live out their passion and their dreams.
Exactly. There will be no such thing.
Achieve those goals that they had.
Y'all don't realize the way they set these classes up is based on control. You got middle class, upper class, and then lower class. This is control. I mean, it's like, yes, exactly. Absolutely. Lisa brought up a great comment. It's like recently I heard someone in the IT field with a degree say that a college degree only says you showed up in class. You still need the experience at the end of the day. Absolutely.
Yep.
I got friends of mine that are highly successful in government that have been there. I have one that has a doctorate degree. I have somebody that ain't never been a day in college, and they still are up there in their creative echelon when it comes to their job.
Yep.
The only difference is we have been told how to control this aspect of work and not be responsible or not understand what money is. And it's like we have all these bad conversations with people about the next best thing. How can I make money quick? What's the get rich quick scheme? There is not one. There's not one. Stop looking for it.
But many people think that it's there.
Oh, because
it's out there, and whatever you're calling them about and trying to basically sell them.
I'm about to piss somebody off.
They think that's it.
Yep, I'm gonna piss somebody off when I say this.
Get rich quick scheme.
I'm gonna piss some people off when I say that, and you're absolutely right, babe. But I'm about to piss some people off.
Go on ahead.
This is the problem. You have people that have never been around money and want to have so much of it, but don't even know how to take care of the little money that they have. Then you have people that want to have that money because they're actually decent with the money that they have, but they can never go into the creative phase of being able to make that money make money, because that's what money is. You're supposed to be able to actually implant money because it's a seed that grows. And when you actually water that seed, it flourishes into a better plant. See, we don't know how to water our money. We don't know how to take care of our money. And it's not because we've had, bad experiences. It's just the experiences that we are choosing to stay in is the reason why we are in these situations. Do we have a rewind button in this bitch?
That's my impromptu rewind.
If you can't water the very seed that you don't see as a seed, because some people live through other people's money because they don't have none of their own and they don't know the responsible activity it is to be responsible with money, and actually know you're not supposed to worship that shit, but you're supposed to let that bitch grow. Because what happens when a plant dies? It has seeds. So what do you do with those seeds? You save them for next season so that you can grow more of those plants.
I was just about to say, and replant.
I mean, unless you have some plants that come back annuals, like, every year.
Yep.
But we can be great gardeners for the wrong plants. We can be some great gardeners just for the wrong plants. You can be a great gardener for somebody else's grass when you just got dirt in your yard. It's like you can help people grow shit in their space while you got dirt and sticks in your yard. Like, bruh, don't you take care of what you got going on over there first before you go out here trying to teach other people how to do something or how to create something when your creation ain't all the way together. I mean, you can get your hair braided on Tuesday and be fucked up on Friday.
Damn.
Do I even need to repeat that? You can pay to have your hair done on Tuesday. It's going to be all the way fucked up on Friday. But does it have to be? Because if you can take care of an investment to last 2 to 3 weeks, you saving yourself some money. But why can't we just do that with just things that we know we don't need in our life? But because we want to be that guy, we want to make her happy. So yes, you can have cable TV. The basic though, because it has Lifetime. The fuck? Really? That's what we're coming to now? Absolutely. It's a mindset thing. You have to change your mindset. I don't know. I mean, I can understand the problems that we're having, and that's not what I'm producing. That's not what I'm, gracious about. What I'm trying to do is let people know that there's a problem that you have to recognize. And in order to get rid of a problem, what you have to do, you have to create through passion. You have to create through passion. You get your passion from the failures that you have constantly went through because you wasn't passionate enough in these things to create them. You was just doing them to put a Band-Aid on a situation. When the reality is that if you want to be a great creator and have a mindset of saying, I know I can do this. I know how to create this because I love doing this. Then why is it so hard for us to have those things? Because we don't step into our passion. We just don't. We don't even know what our passion is. We don't even know what our passion is. It's like we can have so many things we like.
Right.
It's like, I don't get it. But when I was going through my steps of wanting to be an entrepreneur, wanting to have my own podcast, get sponsored, get distributed, do all these things, be a financial coach, whatever the case may be. People was like, why? I was like, that's my passion. That's always been my passion. Because of the shit I went through, I said I'd never go back. Because of everything I went through, I said I would never go back. And everybody was like, well, because of money? But what? Yeah, not having. Me saying I can't do it, or waking up and saying I want to go here, but I can't because I don't have the money. Or me saying that I wanted to have something or create something or build something or create something that I know is going to cost money and I can't because I'm limited. I didn't want to be limited no more. So it was like, I need to create what I want to create. And I need to put it out there, I needed to put it out there so I was able to understand what Spirit is telling me so I can go create it. And not even just the fact that people was like, oh, you just got to roll the dice and let somebody in your ear tell you, oh, this is what you're going to do. No, you know what you're going to do. Everything about you, your body, when you say this thing, it's like, yeah, that. Mm-hmm. One of my passions is what I'm doing right now. Right now. Like, I look forward to it when I go through the weekends to do my podcast. I'll be doing it again on Thursday. You have to have a passion for something so that you can monetize that something into bigger rewards. And what I mean by that is that you have to be able, if you have a gift, say you love to heal, or you love to, you want to be a public speaker, or you want to be a motivational speaker, or you want to be a a lawyer in your town or whatever it is, whatever your passion is. If you have a passion for something, there is no room for failure, which means you're not going to put something in your direct vision that's going to screw that up. The problem is they never have put us in a position to where we can create our own things. It's like you have to practice this for a certain period of time and gain, a trust with the company or with the organization before they would fund you or before they give you this responsibility, whatever. Doctors freaking have their own freaking offices and run their own offices and go to the hospital and do surgeries and do all this other shit. And money is just coming in everywhere.
Right.
I can't hate on doctors. Like I can't. Medical doctors anyway. But we are not meant to sit around and wallow in the things that we can't do. You can't do it because you never tried to. Don't let somebody tell you can't do it because you got to go to school for that. Okay. I got to go to school to do the passionate thing that I want to do. I'm not going to substitute it because this is what I want to do. It can't be something that you found out from somebody else just so that you could do what somebody else love to do. And you just don't really love it. You just see them doing it. So you're like, I want to do that. But if somebody knows that you love it and passionate about it, and they just so happen to do the same thing, trust me, they're going to know your passion and they're going to gear you in the right direction. Because people want to see other people successful, especially if you're doing something that they like or something that they're passionate in. Said, but they license says practicing on it, but they still have businesses. Just saying. I'm just saying. So we have to get into that element of I know I can. Because if you say you can, you don't have time to say I can't do this because. The only person that's limiting you from creating anything is you. Don't go off of what everybody else tells you. If you know what you can do, and if you can't just do it where you're at, it might be time to leave. Yeah, practicing. Just practicing up here. I'm practicing medicine. We talking about practice? I mean, I'm like, seriously, I can't understand how society, or I shouldn't even say society. I should say it on my level and stop trying to be politically correct. Look, we spend too much time to try to be on a level of higher educated because that's what they wanted us to do, because that's what they figure that we can be the resident expert if we got this higher level of education. Lisa, I almost said something and I didn't, because literally I was thinking that and I knew that rabbit hole was going to go deeper. So you just going to practice doing some surgery. How you practicing surgery on me? Like, for real? Oh shit. I just lost my train of thought, but that's funny, y'all. Like, for real. They want you to go to school to get a degree to be practicing. I went to school for 9 years for this. You practicing, bitch. Even when you diagnosed me with something, you practiced it. This shit's funny to me. Why you ain't laughing over there? What? I'm just saying.
I know.
We have to look. I did this podcast for two reasons. One, I love what I have went through to where I'm creating now, or where I'm at creating now. And then 2, I understand what failure means so much back then, of like me taking a picture of what happened to me then and how it happened and why, and became a better person because of that, and allowed myself to never go back there again, but to be in a creative space to help people that are in that shit to not, don't go down that road, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. I don't care if you're responsible or not responsible. Don't do that shit. Because the hell I'm going through, even on this day, is a constant reminder of you got to be careful who you sleep with at night. And you got to be careful who you don't sleep with at night. Because, I mean, exactly, was it really failure? I take failure as educational tools to be successful. I think if we actually, and Lisa broke it down just perfectly. She said, I think some of us are scared to fail, but the only way we fail is when we don't do anything. Where's my thing at? I be like
bang, 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 bang.
I mean,
bang,
seriously.
bang.
And I think for me, I never really resonated with failure because I never really saw failure. I always saw no. And it wasn't no like, hey, let me get $40. No, it wasn't no like that. It was no to do better, to get better in life. And it was just like my direction was completely off. Like completely. It was like, why don't I want to do this? Something ain't right. And then when I go try to do something else, even if it was my passion or not, it was like, no. It's like, I'm going to be stuck here paying this shit until I realize, no, you have to create something. Because even in you having all of this, it's not enough. I want you to be able to create and be happy at your creation, because when you're happy at your creation, you ain't working. You creating. Complete difference. Absolutely. Limited beliefs plays a huge part in that. Absolutely. Absolutely. If you don't have faith in you, who the hell you having faith in? You got faith in somebody else. It's like you got the faith that you're going to wash your ass every day because you don't want to stink, right? It's just hygienic. You got faith that there's enough soap in the house to where you can go take care of your personal needs in the bathroom. But we can't make sure there ain't enough money in our bank account to do the shit that we want to do. And everybody says it's not always about money. You damn right it ain't always about money. But who you living with, they got money then if you don't have that mentality. I mean, I tell people all the time, people want to say, you know, they get into these spiritual factions or these religious factions or however you want to see the reality of today's life. I'm going to give you my interpretation of it. I'm going to give you my, absolutely, Lisa. I'm going to give you my interpretation. Most people want to give their problems to somebody else because they don't know how to deal with their ass. They can't deal with their own ass. Most people want to give somebody else their problems because they can't deal with their own ass. And when you create problems or you are part of the creation of problems, that's all you know to do. You have been passionate to just bring bullshit and drama to people's lives because that's all you can do. That's the only thing you good at doing. In your eyes, never actually taking the time to actually say, you know, I love doing this, but I like being in this bitch's business. I'm going to let that marinate.
What?
I mean, let the truth be known. Am I lying? Think about it, babe. Have you ever known somebody that knows they got some stuff they need to be doing, yet they forever having an argument with this person because this person said this and you like, oh, hell no, bitch. I heard this bitch is talking shit about me, but hold up. Why are you super animated about what somebody else got to say about you? Like, why are you so like, you get so out of control when somebody's got the nerve to have that your name in their mouth.
I think because it just, I mean, I've seen this with many people. As soon as you've heard your name has been in someone else's mouth, you instantly get pissed off. And you're like, for what? Why is my name coming out their mouth?
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be completely honest. I have for a long time not given a shit if somebody has my name in their mouth. But if we have a disagreement, it is said then, well, this is over. I know my exact words. I don't expect anything coming back from this. However, I will tell you this, and I strongly suggest you take these words of understanding when it comes to me. Keep my name out your motherfucking mouth.
Yeah, you've said that multiple times.
If I hear, feel, get a twinkling, a itch in my ass that my name has fallen out your mouth like dicks do, we're going to have a problem. Because people know me. I don't talk shit about people. I ain't got no reason to talk shit about people. However, I will talk shitty about situations. Now, if it involved a certain somebody, that ain't got shit to do with my conversation. You in an example now. You are subject A, motherfucker, in my conversation. You will never know you are subject A. My ass don't never itch, trust me. I got a bidet. I don't use toilet tissue. I don't need cotton in my ass. I ain't rich. I ain't got no fucking bidet. I'm
You opened the door on
What?
that one. I'm just saying.
I mean, okay, look, I'm beyond wildered when it comes to this, because some people just eat ass with a baby spoon and they will never just not do that.
You eat ass with a baby spoon.
They never would just not do that. They have the ass audacity to actually think that people are going to give a shit about the trauma that they choose not to heal from. And now it's trauma because now you didn't affect it like a whole nation, like a fucking coronavirus. And now people are getting pissed off because everybody knows the reason why you're fucked up. And they've told you how you need to heal from being in that sad situation. And you choose not to. The fuck, why? Why would they? They need the attention, right? Just leave them people the fuck alone. These are the same people that's got 10,000 followers on Facebook, and y'all know they full of shit. Mm-hmm. But you follow their ass more than you follow somebody that's creating comedy or creating conversations or creating ways to end intergenerational curses or being able to provide you financial awareness, motivation, as well as personal development. I just described my podcast, not even trying to, but that's not the point. The point is, y'all would much rather listen to the bullshit than to listen to some good shit. Hey, to each his own. Don't bitch when you in your 60s and 70s and shit and you scratching your head and you got good health, but you ain't got good pockets. I'm just saying. Money don't make the person, but you know what? It sure do make it comfortable to not worry about shit. If I got to play the game so that I can get money, trust me, I'm going to be comfortable doing the shit I need to do. And if that's creating, guess what? I'm going to make money creating. If it's some other kind of way that I can make money that's going to be able to make my money multiply, I'm going to do that shit too. Period. You got anything for the people before we get up out of here?
I do. So before we close this out for the evening, if you have found it in a way or in relation to a passion that's similar to a goal that you want to achieve, you must work at it. But make sure it's something that you enjoy working at. Don't allow it to overtake you and where you get discouraged and don't want to do it any longer. Find the passion and work at it and enjoy it and just be truthful to yourself. I think that's all I have.
All right. Well,
have a good evening.
Well, there you go. I mean, that is definitely a word right there. Only thing I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna go out on this. I disagree. Bullshit is very profitable.
Oh, he ain't lying.
Hey,
because I was gonna bring up something about because they filled in the drama of reality fucking TV.
No, they fill in the needs of the broke people's mentality. Some people see it as entertainment for what it is. They just think it's funny as hell. While you got other people trying to live through those people and wanting to wear, oh, she got the new this. Oh, she got the new this. And bitch, you can't even afford that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like this, that. It's this, that. This, that. I want this, and I gotta have that. Bitch, if you don't sit none of that shit down, none of it. Just sit all of it down. Just like, what the fuck are you talking about? And don't get it twisted. Dudes do the same shit too. Mm-hmm. You got an $80,000 car and you living in an apartment. Who the fuck does that shit?
I got 15 pair of Jordans in the damn closet.
And living in a 1-bedroom and ain't got shit but a TV and a bed. It's like, absolutely, Lisa. It's like, why even put yourself in situations that will never be profitable to you? It's exactly. It's not even just the broke people mentality, but the broke mentalities. Exactly. In a studio with a Ferrari. It's like, hey, I live within my means. Bitch, you got a $200,000 car in the driveway and you live in an apartment and your rent. I didn't say mortgage, rent.
Right.
It's $3,000. I don't care what your car payment is. Why are you in a $3,000 a month apartment? You paying somebody else's bills, bro. You better trade that shit in. Get you some investment. Buy you some land. Get you a condo that you can pay for that you can automatically just roll into an Airbnb whenever the hell you want to. And if you can't roll it into an Airbnb, you can at least rent that bitch out. You might not want to, become a landlord, but I mean, and it's due and past due. Exactly. Mm-hmm. So it's like people want to have this mindset of living through other people, but never understanding that there's responsibilities through living through other people. You have to understand the financial situation, the stipulations you're putting yourself into. But I'm not going to keep y'all. I'm just not. I'm not going to keep y'all. Say it like my one sis says. I'm going to have y'all for a time, but not a long time. We up out of here. I hope y'all got y'all feeding of not just comedy, but some real life conversations that we need to be having. And thanks for tuning in. Make sure that if you had any references that you would like to be a part of within this podcast itself, that you actually listen to it and you roll it back and let me know exactly what you liked and what you didn't like, so we can have a discussion about that in the conversation. It ain't gonna be hateful. It's just a conversation. I can take some corrective criticism every now and again. But anyway, with that being said, y'all, we up out of here. We're going to be back again on Thursday with another hot field topic on That's What I Said, where you can get comedy, financial awareness, motivation, personal development, and a whole bunch of other shit that you ain't even been prepared for, but you're going to be when you come listen to this podcast. We out of here like two touche strings. Untie them bitches. We out. Peace.
That's what he said with Cedric D. Sanders.